coffee with Pam, and this is a special edition. This is called the Ridge Rockers edition for the class of 1985, what we also call the Wild Bunch. So I'm going to turn it over to the hostess with the mostest. Pam, take it away.
Hi, Don, and hi, everybody. We've got some Northridge Rockers here with us today. I have my class ring on. I know you can't probably see that, but we're all going to have a little talk with that was then and this was now. And we've got Jay, and we've got Lori, and we've got Perky. We've got, is Peterson, Don's with us. Don's with us. And we've got a whole bunch of people today. We're going to talk and listen to what they was doing back then and what they're doing now.
Hey, let's start with, if you don't mind, Don, we'll start with you. And I've got to get my coffee because I just got back out of the gym. If you notice, I'm a little, in my gym clothes, and I got my energy drink here. So,
oh, wow, from high school to now. Well, let's see. We all graduated together. We all ran around pretty much together. We got to know each other really well, be really close friends. A lot of us drifted apart stuff, but for myself, I've been doing maintenance and safety, for a different number of different companies, from Indianapolis back to Dayton, Ohio again. Just, a lot of different things. I've ran into Pam several times at football games and things like that, and talked to her several different times. Right now, going to First Heavy Metal Church, rock on. We do a lot of stuff for Northridge now. Exactly, brother man, exactly. We do a lot of stuff for Northridge with the food pantry and tornado relief and stuff like that. It's hard to believe it's been a year since that went through there, and a lot of people are still trying to recover from all that down there. It's bad. It's real bad. And I pray every day that they, they get the relief that they need and get everything that they need to help everybody out. Been married to Amy now for coming up on 33 years.
Wow.
We have 2 kids. Thank you. We have 2 kids. Seth, who is going to be 15 and a half. He's going to be 16 here soon. And then Chloe, our daughter, who is 13. Love of my life. I lay my life down for those kids. I enjoy everything I do, from working on cars, yard work, remodeling, and houses and things like that. And anybody out there needs their air conditioner, recharge everything, let me know. I can hook you up. Especially you, Don. I'll take care of you, brother, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I might need really awesome to see you at First Heavy Metal Church of Christ. I didn't even recognize you at first, man. I was coming in off my motorcycle and seeing you, but you're pretty ominous, man. You're like the Secret Service of the security there at First Heavy Metal Church of Christ.
Yeah, I've done security for a number of different churches throughout my years, and I've learned to kind of stay low key, keep my stuff hidden, to stay, don't get in the limelight, to stay back, and I watch and observe everything. I've had people come in with backpacks that have swords in them and stuff like that, and literally escorted them back out. Not at First Heavy Metal. I've been lucky there. We haven't had any incidents there. But some of the other churches and the big churches that I've been at, we've had some people do some really crazy stuff.
That's crazy. Well, it's good seeing you. You look great. You look awesome, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you look awesome. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do. And I'll see if I can hit you up and definitely send you some business, right?
Rock on, rock on.
Rock on. So, hey, I'm going to turn it over now to Perky. So Rhonda Perkins, that's her nickname. If those watching this don't know that, we nicknamed her Perky. I think Jay and I stuck her with that name. But Rhonda, take it away.
All right. It's good to see all you guys. I've thought about you all a lot over the years. And it's hard to believe it's been this long. 35 years? It seems like yesterday. It really does. I'd have to say for the first, up until 2001, I really just didn't do anything meaningful, really. Just a lot of dead-end jobs. And I was married. This is my second marriage. After my first marriage, I did move to Cincinnati for 5 years. I felt like that was an opening for me. I learned who Rhonda was finally. didn't have anybody telling me what to do and lead me around all the time. So my dad passed away in 2001. I came back to Dayton, got a job that became a career in property management, absolutely loved it. Met my current husband. He moved into the apartments where I worked. We got married a year later. So my life now is my church. I go to Cornerstone Missionary Baptist Church. My job, I did change careers. So I'm doing a little bit different now. My husband, my job, my career, my church, my grandkids. He has 2 sons. I was never able to have kids. So he has 2 grown sons, and his youngest son has 3 kids. I absolutely adore those kids, and I'm Grammy. So that's
Grammys are the best. I'm a great auntie now. I'm a great auntie. Like it's so much with your own kids, you know, you're it's different. So yeah, being a great auntie and a Grammy, that's the best, Rhonda. That's great.
It is. And of course, the little girl's got me wrapped around her little finger. She'll be 2 soon. She's just everything. We spent a lot of time going to football, basketball, and baseball. Love it. Carson, he'll be 9 in January, so we absolutely love going to all his sporting events. So that's pretty much it for me.
You look great, Perky.
Thank you.
I loved seeing you. Know, I needed a microwave, so my microwave crashed. Right, so I put a little statement on there because I was, I think wanting to make some popcorn for the kids. Perky perks right up and says, "Don, I got a microwave." So I met her over in Miamisburg, and you jumped out of that truck like nothing, like we were back in high school, running towards me to hug me. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're in the middle of social distancing, Perkins.
I can't help it. I just love people. And that's one thing I do. If I see somebody needing something, I got it, it's yours. That's just me. And I love being that way. I love giving and doing for others.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, so I'm going to turn the floor over, if it's okay, Pam, to our president, who will introduce our vice president, right? So I'm going to introduce the president of the class of 1985, the one and only Jay Allen, that we used to call Junior. But Jay, take it away, bro.
Okay, well, after high school, I started working for Ponderosa Steakhouse. I was a manager there, it was an absolute horrible job. I call it my tour of duty because I was there 5 years. And so from there, I went to Montgomery County. And then right after Montgomery County, I got into sales. And I've been in sales now for 24 years. 4 was government, and 20 has been in pharmaceutical. So I'm a drug pusher. And so that's what I do. But love my job. We because of this pandemic, we've been trying to do things virtually, and you can't do outside sales in a virtual manner. You just can't do it. So anyways, they're pushing for us to go back the 1st of June, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. But in the meantime, like you, Miss Rhonda, I was unable to have children, or we were unable to have children. So we adopted a little girl from China, and her name is Olivia, and she's 11 years old. And when she was 5, we asked her if she wanted a sister, and she says yes. So we go back to China, and we adopt a 5-year-old, and they're both 11 years old. They're 28 days apart. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. And well, they're a lot of fun now. They're going to be turning teenagers here soon, so I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, that's going to be painful. But I live in New Carlisle and live on a farm, and all is good. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. But that being said, Miss Lori, tell us about you.
So right out of high school, I went to college and started teaching. James and I live in West Carrollton, and I teach in West Carrollton, so I drive 5 minutes to work every day, so it's really nice. Been teaching 30 years now. I also have my real estate license, and between the 2 of us, we have 5 kids, 8 grandkids. My oldest is 5, she just turned 15 years old. And then the youngest is 3. So I've got 1 in high school and 1 heading to high school soon. That's about it. We live in West Carrollton and working a lot on the house. Don, I may have to hit you up because we were just talking about how the air conditioner's not running right. So we may have to have you come over and give us a checkup.
Give me a call. You know where I'm at.
Oh, I go to Heavy Metal Church too, so I get to see Don all the time.
Yep.
Well, now both you, the president and the vice president here, made very light of your stories. Now, you know, Jay and I were inseparable from junior high all the way to high school. You know, if you've seen me, you've seen Jay and vice versa. So I got a lot of stories. Might have to save that for another time because of limited time that we have on this Ridge Rockers edition. But I would tell you, his baby girls, not so much of a babies anymore, are just a delight. They're a treat. They crack me up. Great sense of humors. Very, very talkative, right? One of them is quite talkative. So I enjoy hanging out with Jay, hanging around his kids. It's awesome. So Jay, it's good to have you on. I know it took a while to talk you into this. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming on. And then Lori, what are you talking about? You go through this like very quickly, like it's no big deal. You are a teacher. You're molding these kids' minds, right? So that's awesome. You know, Pam and I were talking about that last time because we had Karen on, and she's a teacher at Northridge. So that's not an easy job, and I'm sure it's a little bit of a challenge here with the COVID-19, right?
It's been beyond a little bit of a challenge. It's been crazy. Some students haven't done any work, and that's just heartbreaking that they're not even making an effort to do anything. I live and teach in the same district, so some of my students are my neighbors, and I see them out on the street, and I'm like, why aren't you doing your homework? But I love it. I've taught high school most of the time, and it's pretty awesome. I really enjoy it.
That's awesome. And then you said part-time real estate, right? So you did that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 8 grandbabies. Did I hear you right? 8 grandchildren?
Yes, and they're not done either. We've got 2 that haven't had any kids yet, so we're expecting more.
Wow, it must be interesting Thanksgiving dinners at Lori's house, right?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
So as the state is opening up, right? We're slowly opening up, and I hope it stays that way. But Pam, why don't you ask some of our guests some questions? But we do have a class reunion coming up that we'll talk about here towards the end. But Pam, ask any of these Ridge Rockers, the Wild Bunch, maybe some questions.
Okay, I'll start with Lori. And Lori, I know you've got all them grandbabies, and I've been with you at church, scooting the grandbabies to where they need to go and keeping the ones with you. So how hard is it with this social distancing? Have you got to see them? Have you guys got to do something outside, or, you know, has there been a birthday?
Yeah, we've had birthdays that we've put off. My one grandson, my 13-year-old, he's been here every day because he's been doing school with me. He's in the 7th grade. So I've been doing my schoolwork and then helping him through 7th grade. So it's been rather tough, but I'm like Rhonda. I'm a people person, and I want to hug everybody. And it's like, you know, some people will let you and some people don't. So I kind of go, can you have a hug? Can I get a hug or what? So that's been really hard. But no, I haven't seen many people. I've seen my dad a couple times and like that. But that's
okay, Rhonda?
Yes.
So what have you got to do during social distancing? Like, have you got to have some family time? Have you got to go to a park, or have you got to get out and do something that you enjoy with your husband? You know, what I mean, during this.
Basically, I have went to work and came home. I haven't been to stores. Our church has been canceled. I've seen that the grandkids, pretty much on Fridays, we go down just for a couple of hours. And then like this past Saturday, I got out for the first time, and we actually had church on Sunday. And I felt like I was seeing the world for the first time. I was like a kid in a candy store. It was like, wow. And I got to go to Walmart. I was so excited. But it's been challenging. It really has. I've missed people so bad, missed my church family, missed my family. It's just been really rough. And I've been so bored. When you see the same little group of people every day at work, it's hard. It's hard not to reach out to your loved ones. It is really hard. But like I said, this past Saturday, I kind of got my engine revved back up by being able to get out in the world again. It just was really, really nice to do. And we got to see the kids on Saturday and spent some great time with them. So I feel like I'm rejuvenated.
And Don, how's the kids handling it? How's Amy? How are you and Amy handling it with the kids being home and doing, school at home? And how are your kids handling going through this at their age?
They're doing really good. We've been blessed that we've been able to homeschool our kids since Seth was in the second grade. So it was no change for us.
Okay, that makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
And how's Amy doing during this? How's
she's doing really good. She's had some issues with it. She kind of freaked out a little bit when it first happened, and I just assured her, I said, just put your faith in God, just keep rocking on. We're protected by the blood of the Lamb, so we're good.
I want to say how proud I am of you two. I mean, you guys have, I remember back when, I'm not married anymore, but I remember seeing you guys at the video store. Do you remember when we were really young? We had just got married, and we would go to the video store on Friday nights and get us some movies or something. And I can remember, seeing you and Amy out, and me and Chuck and I would be out and everything. And I guess now, Jay, you kind of kept yours a little short there. So I'm going to ask you, so what have you and the girls been doing, like, to get out? Have you been to the park? Have you, I mean, I know that your job, that is going to make it hard for being a rep for a pharmaceutical, that I can't imagine not seeing people face to face. I used to work in a doctor's office for years. So that's got to be tough.
First, let me say, Lori, teachers do not get paid near enough, okay? In fact, you need like quadruple the money that you receive, because it's been really hard. I mean, trying to juggle, the video virtual calls with, trying to teach the kids, and it's been a mess. So, and I have found that I don't have the patience that I thought I once had. So it's kind of interesting. But
I said parents are going to have a new appreciation for teachers after all of this now. It's not going to be the teacher's fault right away all the time.
You bet. You absolutely. But as far as what we've been doing, just other than following basic protocol, just don't put your hands in your mouth, use hand sanitizer. Really, I go out to the grocery store and all that. The only thing that's really hard for me is again, I'm a worker. I got to work. I got to be moving, and there's nothing to do. So I have the best manicured yard in New Carlisle at this point in time. Okay, I have alphabetized my tool collection just because there's something to do. The garage has been swept at least 10 times. So it's just trying to keep yourself busy and until everything kind of breaks loose, and then again just follow basic protocol. Stay away from people and keep your hands away from your face. So, but yeah, that's what we've been doing. Oh, and also as far as going to the park, I have probably, I'm sure I have walked more miles in the last 2 months than I have, I think, in 10 years. So the dog has lost weight, I lost weight, so it's all good. So
that's awesome, Jay. Hey, I know we only have a couple more minutes to wrap this up, so we got to maybe under 5 minutes, and I want to turn this over to Lori because we're going to talk about the class reunion. But as I promised, I have my Letterman jacket that I was going to wear. It's still intact. A few stains on it, but I still have my Northridge jacket, so it's sitting right here. So I promised to bring that. It's in rough condition, but hey, it's 35 plus years old, right? So in the last few minutes here, last 4 minutes, I want to turn this over to our vice president, Lori. As we know, it's Lori Bayless, and talk about a class reunion, right? So take it away, Lori.
Okay. So we had the class reunion planned for June, and Karen did a little survey, and everybody voted to postpone it, just because we really weren't sure what was going on. So we're aiming for homecoming weekend. We don't know when homecoming is at this point. We're going to kind of keep all of the activities the same. We're just going to move them then. So Friday night, it's just going to be an informal gathering at Wings or Little York or somewhere like that, probably with patio. Then Saturday afternoon, we'll be at the VFW on Dixie for lunch, and that's just graduates and their families only. And then Saturday evening, we're supposed to be having a band downstairs, and that's for everybody. If we collect enough money, we had a Sunday event we were trying to get planned, like rent a private bowling room or something like that. But it's just going to depend on the money situation, how much money we gather. So we hope to see everybody there, and bring your families to the lunch. They have a really nice outside, they have a shelter and some outside games and things like that. So it'll be a really good time. We'll have fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks, Lori. Appreciate that. And I don't know what you're drinking, but you don't look any different from high school. I want to drink what you're drinking. Where's that? I need to become a teacher. So
That's probably where my gray's from. I haven't been to the hair salon yet, so.
You look great. All of you guys look great. Hey, as we wrap it up, all right. So, we have some closing statements that Pam and I use. So, Pam, we've got about 2 minutes here.
I want to thank everybody for coming and doing this with Don and I. And I love seeing you all. I may not get to see you in person. This is, it's been awesome. I'm so excited. I hope that we get to have our reunion, in the fall. And, this isn't going to last forever. And Don, you take us all the way out. And
Okay.
I want to say
Thanks,
peace
Pam.
out to everybody. Peace out to everybody. And I love you all. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. And what do I normally say, right, Pam? I say, look, listen, make it a great day, because you truly have a choice in making it a great day. And while you're doing it, launch each day with purpose, navigate with principles, and explore with passion. Peace out, class of 1985.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.